Okay, so first up in our master content marketing document, we're going to talk about customer personas. I know that a lot of people don't fill these out. I feel like they're super important because if you don't know who you're writing content for, then how do you know what content you should be writing? You need to be able to speak to, what they want to hear about, what their problems are, what solutions they're looking for, and so all of this stuff involves identifying who your end user is. And so in this case, your end user is consuming a piece of content, but you know, through what your business is trying to accomplish, you're writing that content to inevitably try and convert some of these users into customers. And so, the first thing in any sort of strategic customer overview is identifying your customer personas. And so, if you've taken any of my other courses, you've heard me repeat this mantra over and over and over again, and I will continue to do so until everyone is a believer. So customer personas, looking at some of the stuff as it relates to content marketing, you don't have to nail down specifically who the individual persons, the other individual customers, but you do want to get that sort of generic, whether it's a job title or if it's some specific person. I don't know. It could be a mother of four, right? So however you're sort of identifying your individual personas, for us, it's digital marketers, it's startup founders and CEOs, marketing managers, and so individuals that want to hear about marketing content. For you, you have to sort of get into those questions to identify who it is. So I have a document for you. It's in the resources section of this video. So go and click that and copy that process. So some notes that you can sort of look back and sort of take from your interview and your persona and input here so that you can sort of refresh and remind yourself about what it is. And then the content types, like if individual content types for specific personas resonate more than others, then you should be targeting those content types. So, it doesn't all have to be just, your run-of-the-mill blog content. That's what we're going to focus on. But if you need to be writing other stuff, then you should have that in here, and then refresh your content strategy so that you include more of that. Verticals, just kind of depending upon what industry you're speaking to. And then I like to keep track of the article count that's specific for the individual personas, just so you can have an idea and be balanced. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be, 333 all the time, equality, because if most of your customers are coming from one type or the other, you want to weight that so that it's doing this. So into the interview questions. So go and look at this document. So Johnny Job Seeker, a very simple way. Just interview customers existing that you have, or your ideal customers. Interview them real quick and get an idea about who they are. Get some questions. So a lot of these are professional questions. Role-based questions about who they are, company questions, goals, challenges, information, communication. Those can still be relevant if your end user is a consumer or not a business. But you might want to sort of refresh some of the questions. Look online. Just say how to develop a consumer profile for customer persona questions. But keep some notes, some content preference for each of these individual things. You'll be happy that you did when you're writing the type of content, and you'll get responses when you're writing it. But early on, if you want to sort of identify what their problems, challenges, solutions, etc., then go and do this. So that's an easy way. A soft nod. So this is my company. So I don't want to sort of spend too much time on it, but we actually have a strategic side of our company that allows you to set your vision, your milestones, some KPIs, user personas, user journeys, competitors. And so one of those is that we're going to talk about, just because it's related to this video, is user personas. So you can input their name, all sorts of different things that are sort of related to what they do, purchasing habits, challenges, pain points, buyer role. And so you get an idea about who these individuals are, so that back when you come to your content marketing strategy, you have a complete picture about who they are, what their problems are, what sort of content, generally speaking, you have an idea about what they want to see, right? Categories, content topics. It gives you a broader sense about what their problems are and what they're trying to sort of learn about. So Go do that, as an assignment, go and create your first user personas, and try and create as many as you can, even if it's just a basic draft. Just get something on paper and let it develop over time. Okay.